everybody, this is Rachel from The Playful Elephant, and today I actually have a remake of a previous album of mine that I just wanted to share. I just finished making it, so I'm going to walk you through this, but this is available in my Etsy shop, the album itself, but also I have a full tutorial available, so you can find all that information in the description of the video. So if you have seen my previous tutorial, it was the Baby Girl album. Look like this. You might have seen that or that video. And then this was the one that was called Oh Baby. So these two albums featured my own paper collection. They're pretty much the same album as this one here, but this one I decided to go with Echo Park Our Baby paper. I chose the unisex paper. And the difference between this one and that previous album that I made is that this one is wrapped in fabric, and I allowed for a lot more space for the pages. So we have a lot more space. And it's a little bit of a different size. It's more of a square album. So I am gonna walk you through how this album, what it looks like, I should say. So it's kind of like a gatefold album, as you'll see in a minute, but here's the front cover. So the whole thing is wrapped in fabric, and I just happened, believe it or not, this is the only fabric that I have in my house. I don't work with fabric at all. I just happened to have this fabric that somebody gave me, and I thought it was a perfect match for this paper. So it was like meant to be. I mean, look at that. Just perfect, perfect match. So the front cover, I just put a little decorative frame on the front, so you can see all the little sequins and whatnot in there. It's not a spot for a picture, but I did kind of make that, make a little image in the background, okay? So it says the little one here. All right, so we open this up and we kind of have like a secondary front cover, if you will. And this is just like a typical scrapbook layout. So photo, 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 and anywhere where you can put pictures, they will slide right behind the decorations, okay? I can't believe you were mine, Our Baby. A lot of cute embellishments in this collection, so very sweet. So this is just like your typical scrapbook layout, okay? So then that opens up, and now you have the album, okay? So I'm gonna start all the way over on the left panel, which is the opposite of the front cover. So I just did a simple little pocket on this one, and I just loaded that pocket with all of these extra ephemera cards that come in the collection. Okay, so this is that panel. I love the colors in this paper collection. I love how they look together. I put a couple flowers and some of the ephemera. So to make this album, I did use not all of, but a lot of 2 packs of the Our Baby collection kit. And I did happen to also use some of my own paper that I designed, which I'll show you as we go through. Like, this does not come with the Our Baby Echo Park collection, but I made it. And if you do buy the tutorial, everything that you see here is included. So I include all those digital files as well. But yeah, I used about 2 packs or less of the paper collection from Echo Park called Our Baby. And I also bought that collection in digital format, just in case I wanted to print out some extra papers from the collection. And then I also bought the Elements kit number 1 and 2. So those links are also in the tutorial, totally optional, guys. I just wanted to put out there everything that I used to make this album. But anytime that but they do have a lot of extra embellishments in their digital stuff that's not included in the paper collection. In the paper collection, you just get like a sticker sheet, and like this didn't come with it. A lot of these cute little things that you'll see throughout the album just came with the digital elements. So, but anyways, those are optional, and if you get the tutorial, they'll be there if you choose to purchase them. I think the element digital kit's like $1, and all the paper kit, I think that's like $2.99. So, All right, so moving right along, let's come over to the last panel here. This is a belly band with, again, a bunch of ephemera cards underneath of it, okay? And since I had 2 packs of the physical paper that I purchased, I have a lot of duplicate, not a lot, but I have some duplicate cards, which is nice, taking advantage of them. And then this here, it is a belly band, but I cut it in half and it clings to one another via a magnet, okay? All right. So then our main part of the album, like I said, it is a gatefold. So when you first open it up, you've got page 1 right in front of you, and every single page is identical with the layout. So this is the flap that closes everything in place. You could put like a wallet picture here. This is glued down, but you could put like a wallet picture here, or just, you know, put some other of your paraphernalia here. You could maybe put some white paper and journal. So then this keeps everything shut in on page 1. We have a photo mat here, and this one also opens up. And then you can put photos on the back side. And this one is specifically meant for a photo, as you can see there. Okay. And then this is the main page. And I have a little pocket on this one that's kind of raised up, so you can still see the layering going on there. And some of the 3x4 ephemera cards in the collection in the pocket, which is some cute little decorations. And then this is a large flap that opens up, and you have an entire spread for more photos, okay? And this is all, as you can see, focusing on the baby's first month, okay? And then we can keep that open, you can shut it, it doesn't matter. This is a pocket, okay? So I also created just a couple of photo mats. So got a place for a 4x6 photo. You could journal or put another photo on the back. 4x4. You could journal or do another photo. A couple of 3x3s and a 3.5x5. So you could just load each of these pockets up with some more photos or whatever you prefer. Just some goodies to go in each of those pockets. Okay. Again, this is all focusing on baby's first month. So then we shut that. And we have 2 months, okay? Same exact layout here. So that would be a cute place to do some journaling. And then we have a space for a pocket. I'm sorry, space for a picture. Picture here, picture here. And this is the main kind of layout for the 2-month page. And then here's the spread. So I made these little word art. I made them myself, and they are, again, included in the tutorial as some of with the digital files. So photos everywhere. These are part of the sticker collection. So then you have page 3, okay? Photo, photo, photo. And this one is like a little booklet for 2 more photos, and you can put a wallet-sized photo there. And then we have the spread. Of course, page 2 had an envelope. I just didn't show it. They are all identical. There's the envelope for page 3. Another of the word art that I created myself and included in the tutorial. And then here's page 4. This is one of those pieces of paper that I designed myself, included. This is a cute little, I didn't cut a picture template, but you can take a photo, cut out like a 3 1/8 by 3 1/8 section of it and slide it right underneath of these windows. This is another decoration that is in their digital element. Like I said, I think it's $1. Of course, I bought both sets, 1 and 2. So $1 each, maybe $1.99 each. So an example of some of the things that you can get from their digital elements. And then this is and this is another one. And that is the spread for page 4. Okay, and it's got its pocket, of course. So then we've got 5 and 6, 7 and 8, 9, 10, 11 and 12. Here is the center. I did a little waterfall. just load up a bunch of pictures here. And here is an ephemera card. And some of the other designs in each of the pages. This is a simple booklet. Photo, just some stickers everywhere. This one was cute. I made another little booklet where you can put a picture here and a picture here, and here's an actual mat for a photo. Let's see, page 6, I did a little envelope. I loaded that with a couple of 3x4 ephemera cards. Okay, and you could make this with if you have an envelope punch board, but if not, in the tutorial you get an SVG file to make this and to make this. Oh, and of course I should have said that, what page was it? I think it was page 3. The page with the circle windows, this one right here, there is also an SVG file to cut all of these pieces out. Of course, you have to have an electronic cutting machine if you're gonna do that. Yeah, so that is page 6. Let's see. 7 has like a flap at the top with a little booklet attached to it. So photos can go here, and then this whole thing lifts up. And then photo, okay? Page 8, just a nice cute little layout there. You could put a photo here, you could put 2 there, wallet size photo there. Of course, all of these have their own spreads, and they all have their own pockets, okay? I put a couple of very large flowers on this album, and it's sticking to everything, or it's catching on the edge of my desk. Okay, here's a simple pocket for this one, some more 3x4 ephemera cards. I think I showed you that one already. Page 10, I showed you that one. Another simple layout for the 12-month page with 2 3x3 photos. Every page has its own spread. And that is the album. Magnets want to stick to each other. All right. And this is another one of those giant flowers that I put in the book. So if it looks like it's not closing correctly, that's because I just chose to put a giant flower there, which you certainly do not have to do if you ever make this album. And then this caught on the edge of my desk, so I'm gonna have to get out my glue gun and I'll just fix that. But there we go. So I hope you at least got some inspiration. I really enjoy sharing these things. I hope everybody has a great day. Thank you so much for joining me.